Okay, let's get at this, shall we?
Okay.
All right.
I want a love shack, baby, with a tear-stained glass window looking out on the hill.
Hey, welcome. We just got our Bavarian cottage just unloaded. You can learn from our mistakes. This will be kind of a video of what not to do, so you can learn from us, because there's lots of words in our in the instructions that I don't understand, like what's a rim joist, what's blocking, sheathing, what's a fascia, what's a Berlin, and I don't even see any roof trusses. How's this going to work? Well, stay tuned and watch this video to find out.
He said 7 hours. We're thinking triple that.
Okay, well,
So we'll see how that goes.
okay, sounds good. And over here we have Steve. Steve, what do you think?
There's always extra pieces.
There's always extra pieces. Do you think we're going to get this done? And how long?
We will probably take 12 hours to get this done.
Okay, we'll see who's right. In your kit, you will find some strips. Ta-da! Marked pressure treated deck boards. Just goes to under the house part, not under the deck part, because the deck is a different height and they'll match up later on. You'll see, I hope. Okay, now that the base is ready, it is time to start building your floor joist, or your floor package. You notice that some of them say LJ, that's actually the lock joist, so we don't want to put the lock joist on the floor, so let's move those guys away, people. We are looking for the ones that say FJ. See, FJ floor joist. And then we have our rim joists right here. And note that the arrow always points up. We are not going to tie it down to the beams until we get the whole thing done and perfectly square. So we're just doing the joist part now. But it's also critical that this works out to 58 inches. 48 inches is halfway on this beam, so that's the most important because that's where your floor sheathing lines up, so you can have half on this board and half on the next. Also, we have these blockers. The smaller one fits in here. Somehow, yeah. We got the floor joist all done. The next important thing is to square it before we attach it to the beams. So each diagonal should be about the same. This is like 177 and a half. Let's bring that over. So these two dimensions should be the same, and we have 177 and a half. We are good. We want to make sure that the deck floor is got a gap. Now it's time to put the sheathing on, which is really just the floor, and the pieces are already pre-cut, so just assemble them. If they gave you a diagram, assemble it to that.
I want a love shack, baby, with a tear-stained glass window looking out on the hill. I want those old timber floorboards that creak and groan, piano in the living room. We'll drive our old Camry wagon down to the shoreline and stumble out our afternoons. And I'll wake up slowly to the smell of the coffee from the kitchen. I was enjoying my view, reading the moon. Says it'll be alright. Says we'll make it through the harder times. I want a beach shack, honey, in the middle of nowhere, hidden in the sand dunes, where the sun sprays like morning rain. From the kitchen there's an ocean view. We'll watch the sun go down from the back of the van, stumble at our afternoons. All the sweet sunsets over our young heads. From the porch I was playing a tune, singing the blues. Try gotta sing along, just singing out of tune. Got the words all wrong, all wrong. I wanna get back to the love shack, baby, with you.
I wanna find out, I'm always thinking about you.
We can buy you new pants too.
I want a love shack, baby, with a tear-stained glass window looking out on a hill. I wanna get back, I'm gonna get back real soon with you. I want you to call my name, I want this feeling to stay forever and this hunger to grow. I wanna leave behind something I call mine.
Hey Bruce, so here we are. We said it was going to take 7 hours, well, to build the cabin. How long did it take?
7 days?
7 days. So how was that experience?
Oh, it was great. It was fun to put together. We had to backtrack a couple of times when we realized that windows had to go in before other things, but yeah, it all worked pretty well. Yeah.
Is there anything you would recommend for future people buying one of these things?
Take your time, read the instructions. Maybe there'll be even a few better instructions by then, and have a good time. Enjoy. It's been a great time. It's been fun.
Okay, thanks Bruce.
All right.
So Brian, they said it was going to take about 7 hours to build. How'd it go?
It took longer than expected, but we did it carefully, and I think that's the key here. You have to read the instructions and make sure you do each step properly. There were a few things like putting the cap on the roof. I learned that I cannot straddle the roof, it's too painful. Either that or I need to do advanced yoga, but we figured out a way to kind of get the cap on and not kill myself, so generally I call it a success.
Do you think you're going to enjoy this cabin?
I do, and I'm already starting to enjoy the view from the deck out into the Salish Sea. It's gorgeous property. Right now there's a big pile of wood in front that needs to get burned in a few months when the season allows, but other than that, it's going to be great.
Okay, thanks Brian.
You bet. So Mitch, tell me about your experience building this cabin.
Well, I learned a lot building this cabin. It certainly took about 7 times longer than we thought it would, not just 3 times, but I learned things. I learned that those things are called purlins. I learned that the thing that you put them at the front are called fascias. The rim joists go on the side. So I learned a lot. The next one I build half the time, and I would definitely recommend Bavarian Cottages.
So what do you think you're going to enjoy the most about this cabin?
Well, it does have the loft here, so it actually feels twice as big inside because you get the loft. We lowered the loft, which is different than what normally most people do. So we'll have storage underneath, but we can now stand in the loft. And we'll have a couple of beds, a TV, and just a place to crash. Of course, the beer fridge goes down below.
I wanna get back to the love shack, baby, with you. I wanna find out, I'm always thinking about you. I want a love shack, baby, with a tear-stained glass window looking out on a hill. I wanna get back, I'm gonna get back real soon. I wanna get back, I'm gonna